Hi, loves. All right, so we're gonna make some chili today. First thing you want to do is make sure your pan is nice and hot, and I turned it down to about 2 or 3, just to calm down the heat while I add the ground beef. So I'm doing ground beef, and I'm doing medium to small size. So I'm just gonna be doing about 4 pounds of beef and a half a pound of pork and beef mixture. So let's put that into the pan. All right, so the meat is in there, and now we're going to season it. And the seasons that I'm using is pretty simple than what you normally use in like probably everything, but I got some Italian seasoning, some seasoning salt, onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper, and just a little tiny bit of cayenne pepper. Alright, so that's going to be our seasoning for the start of this chili. Alright, so now we got our seasoning in, and then we just going to mix it up in there, and your temperature should be at a 4 at this point to get this to be cooking. Alright, so let's just mix this together. Alright, so it's mixed together. Now we're just gonna put the top over it, let it cook, and then we'll be adding some vegetables to this as well. So these are gonna be the vegetables we'll be adding. I love green peppers in my chili. I love onions too, but we have some people that don't love onions. So I'm just doing light onion. But anyway, I'm doing 2 green peppers. I already washed them and drying them, and about to chop these up. And then they will be added into our meat mixture. So that is the next step. So chop this up, and if you're a kid, let your parents help you. Do not use a knife. Do not play with knives. Okay. Okay, so you want to get your vegetables, your green peppers, and your onions chopped up just like this. You want to take the seeds out. So I just cut the bottom and then take the seeds out of your green peppers. Then you just want to add it to your meat or whatever. So I already added some. I'll just show you guys. So just add them to your meat. And then mix it. Just mix it all together. You want your meat to be nice and like browned. Alright, so we're going to get a nice medium stock pot to put the chili in. So you want it to be at least big enough for your chili to fit. So get that heated. This is your meat. It's going to be still cooking as you're doing this next step. Just real quick, real fast. And you'll be adding in tomatoes. So this one is tomato and chili in there. And it's mild diced tomatoes with green chilies. Okay, and you want to also have tomato paste. And then you're going to do, I'll just show you the next step, but let's get the tomato paste in there. So you want it to look like that. And you're going to just mix the tomato paste inside of there. And then we'll be adding the beef broth. Alright, so that's the tomato paste with the diced tomatoes is in there. And then you're going to take some beef broth. You can do low sodium beef broth if you like. And just pour it in. You don't have to do the whole thing. Just kind of eyeball it to how much you're cooking. And yes, my fire is on right now. And you kind of just want it to look like so. And we're going to add some more seasoning to this as well. So we're going to add some more of those seasonings, just a little bit. We're going to taste it, make sure it's not too salty. And then I add sugar to mine. Everybody don't, but I add sugar to mine. So that's coming up next. All right, guys, so we're going to add some sugar in. And then we're going to mix it. Mix. And trust me, we're going to add a little bit of water to this because it's going to be super thick. But we're going to add some water, just a little bit to it, depending on how thick you like your chili. Okay. And that's spicy, y'all, because I did use the cayenne pepper too. So you kind of want, that's your chili base. And then we're going to strain the oils off of our meat, nice and steamy. But we're going to strain that oil off of the meat, and we're going to add the meat to here. So that would be the next step. All right, guys, so we are straining out our meat. That fat that comes off of the meat when you're cooking it, you want to strain all of that out. So we're doing that now, and as we're doing that, we're going to go ahead and add the beans to our chili mixture here. Chili and tomato mixture here, so, or tomato and tomato paste mixture. So we're going to add our beans to that. And we're using canned beans, so it's going to be super fast chili recipe. Okay, guys, so I put the beans in. We don't really like a lot of beans, so I only put like 2 cans of beans inside of there. But other than that, hey, Mosa, we're going to add the meat. Okay, y'all, this is the chili here. And you want to, like I said, you want to make sure it's the texture that you want it to be. If you want it thicker, if you want it to be super more soupy, but this is a perfect texture for me, how I like mine, right here, or just a little bit more thicker. But we're gonna let this simmer on here for probably about 45 minutes to an hour, and let everything just come together, all the flavors come together, and it will be done and ready to eat. And I think this is the quickest chili you can just about make if you follow each step and get the chili beans that's already in the can, because that helps on a lot of the time. And I got one more step that I'm gonna do before I let y'all go, so hold on, I'm gonna show you. All right, guys, so you want to go to get your mild chili powder mix and just like sprinkle it in there. Even though we already seasoned it right in the beginning, we seasoned it with all of this stuff, but I like to add a little bit more at the end. Mix it, make sure it's getting in there good and mixed, and just mix it on in there. Then you want to, like I said, let this simmer. Let it cook for about an hour, 30 minutes to an hour, maybe 45 minutes. And then it's ready to go, guys. And like you've seen, I did add sugar to mine. A lot of people may not like sugar to theirs, but that's how I was taught. And that's how I teach my kids as well. So sugar go in there. You want to argue in the comments. Let's argue. Let's argue. Well, it's not an argument. I love y'all. Anyway, So that is the quick chili method right there, guys. Love you all. Remember, put God first in everything that you do. And just stay safe out here. It's dangerous. It's crazy. But stay safe out here. And make y'all some chili. It's about to get cold. Y'all know y'all want some chili with some crackers, some oyster crackers up in there. Come on. Get some chili, y'all. Peace.